All right. Live and direct. We are in the building. Not for a long time, but enough to get some information out. Quick little market overbrief. What's going on to the family? I know it's a little early. May get a couple people trickle in here as to, I guess, the acknowledgement of me going live. It kind of gets out there with YouTube. So hope everybody's having a great day on the Throwback Thursday theater, right? Theatric display today. As my initial screen picture or emoticon, whatever you want to call it, right? Displays we're having, and it's not so much of a really big one, but that's why I wanted to emphasize on it being more a day, right? A somewhat of a black swan day, right? And that's basically, based on the fact that, again, we had a lot of somewhat mixed or bullish sentiment going into the FOMC meeting, excuse me. Right, I'm about to say FOMO, right? Well, that's basically kind of what it was, right? You had some FOMO leading into the event a little bit after, the market went up, pulled back, and like, okay. And come, Jerome Powell speaking, and the market started surging. And then after that, the market came back down to earth when, again, smarter people stepped up to the table, was able to read through, sift through, all the talking points that Jerome Powell said, the federal chair, and determined that, he was very somewhat cautious in his speech, right? His rhetoric was more of a cautious disposition as opposed to the typical, dovish, I got the markets back, everything's good to go, we're going to backstop the economy forever. That was not so much the message out of this particular session that they had yesterday, right? In terms of the FOMC meeting perspective, right? So, and then on top of that, we also heard within the Q&A session that there were also several other federal chair people. Well, that's within the Federal Reserve again. So it's a body of different members from different aspects around the country that hold down their particular post to kind of give the overall economic readout in their particular districts, right? And so we had two dissenting votes in terms of doing the same thing they have been doing in the Federal Reserve in terms of kicking the can down the road. This kind of QE reality, this unlimited inflationary value, up in the inflationary targets from basically 2% ceiling to now 2% is just pretty much the floor level of that they're trying to achieve in terms of the federal mandates and keeping inflation alive. Well, we're starting to see some cracks in that armor now, right? Again, like I was speaking about before, anytime you do anything outside the norm and change something, Wall Street obviously has a moment of pause from that, right? It's like, hold up, what's this about? And it's showing today, are more so in the financial markets today, with the S&P 500 pulling back, the Dow, the Nasdaq, and a few others. Obviously, with tech obviously leading the way, as it has been doing over the past, few days, where tech has just been getting beat up, right? Again, it's the most oversold, indice out there, so to speak. So, but nonetheless, markets are resilient. They're going to fight. They're going to do everything they can to, turn that sentiment back into a bullish one. Again, ahead of the elections, we only have 40 some odd days out before we get to that, right? So things starting to heat up with that a little bit. 50 some odd days, excuse me, and some change. But nonetheless, markets are again starting to reflect, the potential aspect where it may be some changes, right? It's not so confident in terms of, the incumbent candidate, which that will be Trump, being able to regain that sense of power or presidency, right? So markets is trying to bake in all the potential values, be it, a Biden president or a Trump, re-election, whatever the case, on top of a pandemic, right? On top of all this fiscal deterioration that we're getting, with unemployment obviously still hovering at a point where it's not being able to get contained. people are still filing for unemployment, right? Again, jobs are still laying people back off that they tried to bring back on, right? And it's becoming a very troublesome type of posture for these companies and these small businesses, whatever, to operate. Right? And then there's the proverbial elephant in the room, right? In terms of the Congress, kicking the can down the road again when it comes to stimulus, packages, right? This whole idea that, we just can't seem to come together and agree on a number for the stimulus package, right? So it's reduced, obviously, where it first initially started at around, three some odd million, 4, all the way down to near, now 2.2 trillion. It's the latest number that the House Representative Chair Nancy Pelosi is now somewhat, digging her heels in the sand, saying, hey, I've came down this far now. Now the rest is up to you guys in terms of the Republican Party to meet me, quote unquote, in the middle, right? To meet me in the middle, right? And so interesting about that particular talking point or data point, we had a press conference yesterday with President Trump, who obviously came out, which is rare, in support of Nancy Pelosi's price, right? Pretty much scolding the Republican Party and telling them, hey, come on, guys, it's only just, a couple extra, extra $1 trillion, right? An extra $1 trillion, man, pass it. What's the extra $1 trillion? Because that money actually is going to come back into what? The economy, right? Into the economy, right? And so that's important, right? When we're thinking about, just, the typical, value of them just putting something on the table to obviously invigorate, number one, retail spending, also to invigorate the sentiment of the American people that their governments, or their government agencies are starting to actually now hear their cries that, we've kind of sat through you guys taking, these kind of, vacations and all this stuff in terms of Congress and, trying to figure out, what's really going on with the coronavirus, in terms of how they should be able to kind of backstop their own lives with this. Again, trying to figure out if the job market is going to stabilize where people can go back to work safely. I mean, the American people sat through that in a very resilient manner, right? In hopes that when they first received the first stimulus check, obviously going back around May, April and May, they were told, right, that there will be another one somewhat by the summertime, right? If nothing has really progressed in a way where, they see a need to, not necessarily, put out another stimulus check to the American people, meaning an actual cash payment value to the American citizens, right? But what we do know is that things have not progressed based on the data that we're able to, again, coalesce research on our own outside of the somewhat fight that's happening between the scientific community and the White House. And on top of that, the economists out there who are saying, no, things are not getting, back to the place where we thought it would be at this juncture, right? We kind of gambled on the fact that we would have some kind of level of a therapeutic or somewhat of a vaccine or something to that nature to kind of quell the ideal of the coronavirus from spreading at the way that it has, right? It has literally spread it like wildfire across the country, whether you can believe in it or you don't, whether I don't think it's that serious or it's not. Nonetheless, it has a level of inherent fear over, again, the American workforce, right? A lot of people not wanting to go back to work because they just don't know, based on all the ambiguity or mixed messages coming out of the White House, as far as that's where they're looking to get the information from, they're not so confident in that. And so because of that, you still got people lining up for unemployment. Now I'm just write this unemployment, even with them doing away with the $600, extra unemployment boost that a lot of people were really feeding on, which was great in my opinion. Again, a lot of people like, man, that was just wasting money. Like, I don't believe in that. When I'm sitting there watching, well over $3 some odd $1 trillion, near the $4 trillion is going into the stock market every day. well, not every day, excuse me. No, they pumping money into the stock market every day, obviously, but they're not more so wanting to pump money into the pockets of the actual people who make up the economy, who make up this country, right? Who make up this corporation, right? The worker bees, right? So more of the same that we always know and have known is that, again, it's a game of, okay, quid pro quo, right? Something for something. They're taking care of the people who obviously have their same alike interests more so than people who do not, right? And so this is nothing new under the sun. It's more of the same that we always have been able to realize in this country, is that the rich always get richer, especially in moments like, like we're dealing with now with chaos in the mix. Rich people find a way to get richer. Poor people obviously end up losing more of what they already don't have, and the middle class is left teetering on the ideal of going into the poor class perspective, all right, or becoming more so behind than they already were trying to submit themselves in a way where they can try to move up in life a little bit, right? So again, there's that dynamic of the economic crunch that comes from, again, these type of events. So it's important, right? All right. It's important that, we always, value or look to value our place in the so-called quote unquote food chain of financial literacy, of the value of the economy, the government, whatever. So we don't have to necessarily deal with, having to wait on the government, right? We don't want to sit on the sidelines and wait on government to do what it's supposed to be doing in terms of its job, right? It's supposed to do, right? The same way they say, fathers shouldn't get credit for taking care of their kids, right? Because that's what they're supposed to do, right? Well, it's the same thing for government, right? You're voting these people in office to go to war for you, right? To sit and lobby for you, right? To pontificate and filibuster and whatever they got to do to make sure they do things for you, right? And so that's important that we don't lose sight of that, or that we don't become too, too accommodative to the idea that we're just thinking that these people really going to have your best interest in mind, right? Because now what you see in a moment like this, where we're dealing with a pandemic in our lifetime, because again, the last time we had a major pandemic of this magnitude was again back during 1917 with the Spanish flu. And looking back at the data at that point, the numbers, we saw how many people were highly and wildly affected from it globally, and the amount of deaths, etc. But we was talking about at a point where we was just beginning to get into the turn of of the century, this new globalization value of America trying to establish itself and all this and everybody else around the world. They were still in a young state, so to speak, right? Again, keep in mind, America's only about 400 years old, or 300 might change, whatever, right? Well, if you say the Constitution around about 200, about 300, so whatever, give or take, right? 200-300. So it's still a young nation, right? It's hard to think about it from that perspective. When you really think about it, it's a young nation. But when you look at, again, its growth value, since its corporation exception, again, the whole idea of, 1776, all this stuff and going all back there, you look at its growth trajectory, it's been what? Astronomical. Well, we know why, of course, right? Why it was able to amass that kind of level of wealth and status, so to speak, overnight. But even so much now, at this point, we're getting to the point where we're now starting having to deal with, how much of the wealth or the profits thereof has been, amassed to the point where now you can really start to, share that love back to the citizens, right? Not so much to a whole lot of I don't guess nuanced policies, whatever, that broad, cast the net broad, right? But no, actually hitting each and every citizen in a way where we all can benefit and feel it. Again, putting cash in your pockets is where I'm headed with this, right? Putting cash in your pockets. Now, interesting enough, that money that they're pulling from the treasury, whatever, to particularly pay you through these stimulus checks is already your money. Let that sit in for a moment. It's already your money. It's taxpayers' money. And they're playing with your money. They just again, voted a couple of weeks ago to keep the government funded, obviously through October, through the end of the year, actually through December. Who's going to pay those congressmen and those House of Representatives? Who's going to pay their salary? Who helped pay their salary to keep them in business so they can just keep kicking the can down the road and not necessarily taking care of you? You are the taxpayers. You pay their salary. You pay Nancy Pelosi, Mitch McConnell, whomever your favorite person, insert their name. Right? You pay their salary. So you finance their salary, keep them from going hungry, as if they have a problem with that. And yet still, they don't want to cut you a check to make sure you're not hungry. And we're supposed to overlook that, right? We're supposed to overlook that, right? So this is the part of the game, again, where I switched, switch up, right? Time to switch it up, Brother African Poor. And we start saying, this is why we are what? Anarchy 99 on the financial side of the house when it comes to saying, I'm not finna sit around and wait on government. I'm not finna sit around and wait on Mr. Charlie. I mean, obviously, Mr. Charlie is your job, your boss, or whomever, right? I'm going to be able, I'm going to put myself in a position to take the bulls by the horn and do things on my terms. I'm going to backstop my own reality, right? And so that becomes important when we start to realize that if markets are going to always be the first thing that governments run to take care of, then if we're saying, as we always say, follow the money, right? Why not do just that? Why not do just that? Why not go straight to market, literally straight to market, straight to the direct source, straight to the primary source, right? And go get what you need from it. What's going on, everybody? Real quick, I know I just looked in on the back chat there. Sorry, I'm going in a little bit. All right. What's going on over Brandon? What's going on, family? Sawwide? What's going on, Eva Monica? What's going on over Sonny McCoy in the house? What's going on, family? What's going on, family? Divine Fuller? What's going on over Caesar? We have our family Ali in the building. What's going on, Black Soul Farm? Guys, go again. I don't know if he's really going to start doing YouTube videos, but I would, again, I hope he does so he can break down what he's doing. You talking about urban farming? If you want to even use that vernacular, I just say farming outright because ain't nothing, really just, just completely just in a black correlation to what he's doing. He's doing the work of what anybody would do that has the skill set to do what he do. But he has an awesome program he's doing. Again, in terms of being able to show people how to establish an eco of sustainability through, again, farming value animals, and that is what his vegetation station that he has as well, his horticulture practices, so to speak, right? So shout out to that brother Ali in the building. Again, you got a brother right before you that's putting in the work, demonstrating and not conversate, showing you how to put, seeds in the ground and bring back something to go straight to your table, right? Again, just awesome. I love that kind of stuff, right? So shout out to family Ali in the building. We have Oba Zane in the building. Peace, power, and profit, Oba. What's going on? We have family Chavez in the house and came through today. Peace, power, and profit, family. Happy to have you in the house. As always, the family coming through today, showing love. I thank you all. Again, I'm humbled by it. What's going on, Oba Field? Field came through the building as well. See him popping up here as well. Peace, power, and profit to you all, guys. Happy to have you in the house. Again, just being able to come on here for a short second here to just kind of bring like we do. Again, when we come on, we fire this channel up, it's instantly about going to work, right? Every time we cut this channel on, we're going to go to work, right? Because that's what we do, right? That's what we do, right? We work, right? We're not going to sit around and, cry about it, whatever. We're going to try to find a way to make a little something, out of it, right? So again, we've been talking about the S&P 500 here. We've been talking about these certain levels. We've been kind of diagramming what can, the potential values of what we can get out of these opportunities when they arise. How to read the tea leaves, quote unquote, and find money in ways where, again, where the government's going to sit on their hands, we're not going to sit on ours, right? Right? We're going to crack open these cell phones, laptop, computers, tablets, and get these apps downloaded and fund that joker with a couple dollars. Again, literally, you can fund it with a couple dollars, $2, and start figuring out ways to utilize that apparatus to make you some money. Simple as that. Right. So we're just using these financial vehicles, which they are what they are, stocks, right? Equities, whatever you want to call them. Right. I call them what they are. They're just financial vehicles to get you from point A to point B. And sometimes point C, D, everybody a little further down the road, right? If you're in the right asset, again, look at the S&P 500 here, right? This is the mother of all quote unquote, tickers, right? It's obviously the sister value or the derivative value of the SPX, which is the mother of all tickers, but it's a pure indication of what American economy really is in a nutshell. Right. And I say that meaning it's from the window dressing perspective, because again, even though it's 500 of America's kind of greatest companies, quote unquote, a lot of those companies in it are just benefiting off the sentiment value of the overall collection value is doing to make them also look good as well, even though they may have bad practices, right? Bad business practices. So it's a sentiment indicator in terms of how well our markets, meaning American markets, are doing on a day-to-day given basis. That's based with the S&P 500. Now, keep in mind, this chart scenario here is free. I'm not paying for this. I used to pay for this. Near $200 some odd every year, $300 every year. I used to pay for this service. Now I'm in the business of figure out how to reverse engineer their stuff and go find a way to use it for free. I don't have to give them money at this point when I know how to fish. Right? The game is to learn how to fish. Right? Not sit at the table waiting on fish every day, but to learn how to go out there and fish for your own self. Right? And so that's what we do. We show people how to do a little something strange with a little piece of chain, without, again, having to go broke, go into debt, go overboard just to even get started, right? So we're in the business of doing the real so-called quote unquote Robin Hood mentality, right? Putting it into practice, right? And so again, this is free, right? So this charting technology or tool or whatever you want to call it is free. So let me post this in the back chat for some of you guys, I guess, just getting started, looking at all this stuff like, what is this brother talking about? I'm interested, but then at the end of the day, I still have no clue where to get started, how to get started, however, whatever, right? However, whatever. But ultimately, what I'm trying to convey is that, number one, we're just here to try to, invoke the interest that you already have so you can realize this is what you kind of missed out on to a degree during, the midst of being in the pandemic. You missed out on this, right? This, right? All of this. And so, well, what's this? Well, all this here is basically from off the March lows around 218 and change, all the way up to 360 dang near in a matter of how many months? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Around 6 months, you saw the market literally go from 218 to roughly about 360. That's obviously over what? About 140%, something like that. Not 140%, excuse me. Close to that of around about 70%, somewhere around there. Some close to some crazy number like that. That's again gain value. Gain value. You're talking roughly close around there 70 some odd percent, 60, 70 odd percent return on an investment in about 6 months. It takes a typical slow trailing mutual fund or something of that nature. Again, we're talking roughly I get maybe 8-9 years to hit that kind of yield return. And the market did it in 6 months. Again, you already know your money market account that you got with your bank account definitely ain't finna yield that, right? Kick that can down the road. Right? Shots fired at that trash. All right, that's why I employ anybody. If you got a money market account right now, again, keep it at this point. But I would say whatever you got in there, if it's a good amount of money, man, you might want to think about taking some of that out and put that money to work in these kind of assets. Not necessarily this one in particular, but in the markets, and let it turn over obviously at a much better, faster rate. Because money market accounts are accruing no interest right now. Why is that, Brother African Emporium? Because they're sitting at zero interest rates. Zero interest rates meaning no interest value for your money that's sitting in banks. While banks are still using that money to utilizing to invest in the markets. Couldn't make this stuff up. They're making money off your money while your money is sitting there collecting dust. And got crickets, sitting there on top of it. Literally representing what they are in terms of what it is, dead presidents. They are dead, right? They are not working in debt. Again, I made a statement the other day. I want my presidents to be alive, jiggling, squirming, and working right now, right? I want my money to be working. I want my money to be alive, right? It need to generate what it is, currency, energy, right? And how do you do that? Well, guess what? These financial instruments here, these financial vehicles here are a case study to show you exactly how that works. And the numbers here don't lie because we deal in a finite value, meaning we deal with what the market does from day to day is an end result of what was into what could be based upon the potential future value. So we're just looking for what? Value, 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 opportunity, opportunity, opportunity. The bag, the bag, the bag. Y'all get it, right? So that's why this is important, because the one thing about this is that you are now in control of your own destiny to the value where if you can really see yourself being in a position to manage your own money, again, how hard would that be? Oh, excuse me. I'm sorry. I know it's going to, kind of rub you the wrong way, right? How dare you be in charge of your own money, right? How dare you be in charge of your own money as opposed to giving it to a bank so they can just sit with it and play with it and throw you a couple little dusty little checkbooks and some little privileges here and there. But how dare you be in control of your own money, right? That's literally what happens when you try to convince yourself that you're not capable of being able to manage your own finances, obviously through the aspect of utilizing these financial markets as the vehicles to help you grow your income, right? Be it supplemental. Again, it can become primary if you choose, right? But nonetheless, you are in the driver's seat. You can control the destiny. It can just be part-time. It don't have to be full-time. You don't have to day trade. You can long-term invest. You can just strategic invest for investments value that deal with dividends and dividends only. You can do whatever you want. This thing has no particular rhyme or reason. All it needs is participants that are obviously given to you as a right that you already have by being a citizen in this country. And the rest is history. It does not care about your color, your sex or sexual gender orientation. Again, whether you got felonies, whether you got bad credit, don't care about none of that. It says, hey, you want to work, right? Got work, right? Got work, right? Got a little sign out there on the corner. Got work for you. Let's go. Literally. Could make this stuff up. Again, the things that we know now that we should have known when we was what? Adolescents, right? 7, 8, 9, 10 years old. We just find out about a lot of this stuff. And it's like, man, how did they pull the wool over my eyes this long? Right? Again, just imagine back then, again, had that moment of self-reflection. When you was like 7, 8 years old, what if your parents had the wherewithal? Some of you guys probably had that experience, obviously. But what if your parents had the wherewithal to say, for your 8th birthday, we're going to buy you, $100, supposed to give you this little, this little play set here, or this little whatever, right? Or these shoes, we're going to buy you shares of Apple stock for your 7th or 8th birthday. Right, we're gonna buy you shares of Apple because I realize it probably, whether I know it to be true or not, but over time that company's probably going to grow, and their shares are probably going to grow too. So we're gonna do this for you now. So when you hit 18 to 20 something, you'll have that as a way to have a little backstop, a little money. Right, look at it as a glorified savings account mentality. All right, so you say to yourself, okay, yeah, that sounds good. You're like, no, really, man, I just really want some toys, though, Mom. I want some shoes, right? So let's think about this from a place of understanding the value of why investments typically still, at the end of the day, are the most liquid value in town in terms of giving you the best opportunity to grow your money over a curation of process or time, right? Let's show you exactly how that works in terms of allowing demonstration to be that conversation. When people come to you, man, but it's this and it's that and it's gambling and it's this and it's that. Again, that's just the typical, naivety and also the value of fear that comes with not knowing. You instantly have to shoot it down to eliminate you from feeling like, okay, I don't want people pressing me on this because I just don't know enough about it. So I'm just gonna say it's this, it's a scam, or whatever people try to say. I don't know what to be saying today. I know I just be like, okay, we hitting that cash register almost every day though. So I don't know what you're talking about. We hitting that cash register almost every day, right? And that thing going cha-ching, with a nice little ring on the end of it. So think about it from this perspective. Again, Apple. Again, they've had a forward split. They've been showing you, again, over time, they've been having forward splits. Now it's the most current aspect of the latest split they've done. So let's think about it from a person who was born literally inside of the 2000s, right? Inside of the 2000s, right? Let me go to the weekly chart. So this the monthly chart. So this don't look so, all over the place. All right. Hold up. Come on, Apple. Let's not do this. Here we go. All right, there we go. A little bit better, right? So that way it don't look so. Right. So I can scroll back and get some of this timeline in here. Right. So if a person who was born in the 2000s, right? Just hypothetically, right? Quick little case study. Then we're gonna move on quickly here. If you was born in the 2000s, right? If you was born in the 2000s, Apple stock literally at the aspect, even with all the forward splits now baked into the chart, was literally trading, in relation to now the new forward split, right? From this perspective, around about 70 cents a share, right? About 70 cents a share, right? Again, that's in relation to now the new forward split that they've done. That's why I was reading out that number, but we're just doing it for a case study, right? Since 2000, so again, if you was 2000, let's say at 2000, you was 7, 8 years old. We getting you Apple shares for your birthday. Okay, but I wanted this, whatever. Fast forward 20 years later, right? That person obviously hitting 28, whatever, age value, still held on to the stock, even let's say at the point when they turn, around, 18, 20, around what, 2000, what 18, somewhere around in 2017, whatever the case. Look what the stock was at even at that point. Way up here around about $44 a share. So 70 cents turned into $44 a share. $50 a share. Right? And in roughly about what, 18 years. That kind of power. I know I'm talking to a lot of people who already know this stuff. Like, yeah, we were already doing this stuff, but there are a lot of family who are here who are new, who are seeing this stuff, and they're starting to realize that, okay, yeah, man, there's other ways out there I can get me a bag, and I don't have to sit here and worry about this or that or whatever the case. And here's a clear result of that. So basically, again, you're talking about over 40, 50 some dollars a share in that little bit of time span. Again, how many of you guys had $100, in relation to obviously this chart respected back in 2000 that you blew on something that you could have, thrown into an investment value and say, I'm gonna sit on this here. I'm just gonna sit on it. I got nothing, it's cool. If not, I'm gonna blow it on something anyway, right? Blame it on it, blame it on what that song, blame it on the Henny, whatever, right? Whatever. So I'm just trying to get you to see the power of learning how to, put some of that stuff to work. How to take some of it and put it to work, right? How to strategize in and around opportunities where your money is going out there representing you, as opposed to you representing it, right? Let your money represent you for a change, as opposed to you try to represent it. Let it go to work for you. The wealth generation value in this country is understood by a simple model or thesis. If your money is not working for you, you are going to be somewhat in the what? In the free lunch line for the rest of your life, because you are dependent upon governments and everything else to backstop your existence. You hit any hard time aspect of your life, you're going to be what? Somewhat a little bit in trouble, because you have no other asset values. Again, this is just strictly on asset. If you don't have any kind of home ownership, no kind of equitable assets that you can what? You can turn over and borrow against. If you don't have those kind of things in place, it's going to be a little rough. It's going to be rough. So your whole mentality needs to be kind of strategized on how I can obtain equitable assets that has longevity power. After I'm gone off this planet, right? My kids need to still have assets that they can turn over and flip in the event that they need to. Right? So again, when I say stocks is the only game in town, right? That gives you that ability, right? I mean, outside of obviously, real estate has its place, right? Or you've been fortunate to have, good business practice, open up a business on a, entrepreneur mindset and start a business, and it's been able to kind of stand the test of time through all this stuff we've been dealing with, it market crashes and bad economy practices and wars and pandemics, and your company's still around, man, salute to you, right? You've established a base where you have loyal customers, clients, value, and people don't want to see you leave here. But outside of that, I mean, what else do you have that can give you this kind of level of continuum, payout value over over time? Again, the curation process. That's why stocks become important. That's why investment values become important. Again, whether it's long-term, short-term, whatever. Again, Forex, crypto, binary options, whatever, regular equity options, whatever. You just need to understand that you harness this in the palm of your hand. Figuring out how to do all of it. Okay, yeah, that's the next step, right? But I guarantee the most people who are watching right now in the back chat, they start out with that same mindset. Man, let me see what this brother talking about, right? How can I put this stuff to actual work? How can I actually, apply this and yield the result from it. Right? I'm seeing other people starting to do that now, right? That's what you're telling yourself. I'm starting to see people who were, man, they were kind of like whatever. Now they actually making money. Right? Don't be leaving me out, right? That kind of mentality. Don't be leaving me out, right? Right? Don't leave me out in the process. But well, that's why it's important that you formulate a circle of people who now that can help you what? Facilitate your what? Your ease into this industry. It's important to have a team, right? Get your team. When you say that, Sister Sherry, Sister Mo, back in the day, 2017, get your team in 2017. Well, now we're in 2020, right? Right? Hang around plenty should what pull you, in 2020, you should be hanging around plenty. I don't know. Come up with something. Y'all get it. But nonetheless, you need to be now strategizing how not to be dependent upon system analysis, status quo. What I mean by that? Government, politicians, state, local jurisdiction sometimes. All right. You need to be in charge of your own experience in life when it comes to being able to procure income on your own time under your own dime. Period. It's the easiest and only business model literally on the planet that when you come into it, you only need a few things to get started, but the opportunities that's in it are limitless. Caps on that word, limitless. There's no cap on what you can do in the financial markets if you have the mindset to really take it to the next level. There's no cap. Let me repeat, no cap. $5, $3, 70 cents, $100, $500, 1,000, 5,000, 100,000, a million in a day, right? Like their brother or their boxer, Wilder, today, right? You're like, you tell that reporter, man, about people, police brutality, man, today. Well, look, in a day, right? In a day, not making this stuff up, and we got the receipts to prove it and the invoices. So you can't even come over and test us on that because we show you this. Like, well, then what's the next excuse? Well, see, man, look, hey, man, this stuff, man, you're gonna lose money gambling. Okay. When you ready, you come on around. We're gonna be right here. We're gonna be right here because we know what. One thing about this, we don't own it, so we can't sell it to you. But one thing I can say, you already have the privilege of being able to access it at your own disposal, discretion, whatever, by proxy of being a taxpayer citizen. And here it is where, again, these things are generating all this particular value or this income that is supposed to be literally, in essence, set up for you to be able to benefit off, to actually give yourself the financial boost you need to exalt you into a point of what? A comfortable living in life. That's why you have a system like this in play in terms of a capital market on top of your workforce value to help accessorize your life in a way to what? Increase your what? Per capita value, meaning your income value in your own particular what? Under your own particular what? Value. Void of waiting on who? The government. They say, okay, we gave you markets. We gave you capital markets. It's the only wealth generator, bar none, on the planet that can give you literally an opportunity where your whole life can change literally in one day if you learn how to what? Strategize in or around and put your money to work strategically for you. Literally, it will change your life in one day. Again, I'm always saying, going back to things that we talked about. The kid that made what? That little kid that made what? That 13-year-old kid, right? We're gonna use him a lot lately because people need to realize that kid made $38,000 or $78,000, right, in Apple options, right? In a trading session. 13-year-old kid, $78,000. In under what? 24, 36 hours, some crazy number like that. 13-year-old kid trading options in the market, buying Apple stock in the options market and then just letting Apple do what it did. What Apple did, Apple went from $200 and change to $500 during the pandemic, before the split, before the Ford split they did. It went from $200 all the way up to $500 in about 5 months. In about 5 months. Roughly about 100 and what? 50%, 150% increase in 5 months. During the time everybody sitting at the house with the, fighting, think about this corona, Apple went from 200 some change, up to up to 500, whatever, 500 some change, about 150% in 5 months. Where else can you get that kind of return in America without having to jump through hoops, go to school, have to deal with people? Show me where else you can get that kind of profit. Right? Crickets. Sister Mo, look at her. She made $50 a day trading options. She finally, in her case, jumped off the porch when it comes to the option market. She's still learning, of course, and she made a $50 bag trading options today. $50 today. Again, in my wired voice, today, right? She made that today. Right? She made that today. $100 altogether. There you go. See, look at that. Y'all been following her journey, so y'all already know. We ain't got to even discuss it. Y'all been watching that sister grow. Y'all been seeing what she's been doing. She made $100 today. What's going on, family? Robbie's. I see you in the building. Robbie Stunks in the house. What's going on, fam? Right? Got some family coming through. Over Brandon, everybody. Like I say, everybody coming through a little bit. Right? Peace, power, and profit to everybody. Right? $100. That's a major. Come on, guys. $100. That's $100. How many of you guys made $100 today right now in the back chat? Anybody else made $100? Again, not put you on the spot like that, but y'all know what I'm saying. Who all made $100 today? Just pushing the button. Just pushing the button and sitting back, chilling. Right? Bro, man, fifth floor on Martin. Bro, man, from fifth floor. What you doing? Just chilling. Just chilling. I'm going to go in the refrigerator, make me a couple of sandwiches, right? Right? And Martin, right? Make me a couple of sandwiches, and I'm just chilling. Bro, man, fifth floor. Pushing buttons. The same stuff we sit and talk about, the same stuff we demonstrate, obviously, even on the Dagger Squad channel, just what obviously what I'm always trying to, show here when I go live, just trying to provide value. I'm just trying to provide insight and value. I mean, that's literally it. Just trying to provide value. Right? Because I realize the power that a lot of you guys already have inherently. You're just kind of waiting, though. You just kind of sitting on the sideline waiting, right? Waiting for what? I don't know. But you're waiting. You're in wait mode, right? You're in wait mode, right? You're in wait mode. And I get it. Sometimes it takes time. That's why I say I don't rush people, right? Because I understand the market is a tool. Right? It's a tool of understanding that what? It's a marathon out of what? Sprint. It's a journey. It's a monetary curation process based upon, again, a timeline, value, logarithm, algorithms, and all the things that show you over time on a linear fashion. If you learn how to invest in the market strategically over time, stocks that have a very, solid growth value, they're going to perform over time. It's kind of like looking at Michael Jordan. When you knew at a point when he figured out he was the one, like Matrix, the Neo in the Matrix, when he figured out he was the one, what happened to his career from that point on? Unlimited growth, unlimited potential. Kobe, AIP to the what? To the family, right? His same reality. When the light bulb went off, growth, evolution. LeBron James, insert your favorite player, insert your favorite athlete, whatever the case. Insert your favorite rapper, singer, whoever. When they realized that they was the one, they had something special. What happened after that? In essence, if they kept their nose straight and just what? Did what they need to do. Growth. Inevitable what? Growth. So what's stopping you? What's stopping you? And you don't have to go through half the stuff that they had to go through, right? Not even a quarter of what they had to go through to put themselves in that position. Now they reaping the benefits there. Again, they talking about the $1 million bracket. But guess what? We got people in and around this right here doing the same thing. They're in the $1 million range. Literally. In a few years or so, they already hitting the $1 million ranges. Some people hit it in under a year. Some people hit it in a little bit over a million, a little bit over a year. They became millionaires by using these financial vehicles. Again, that little 13-year-old kid that made that $78,000 trading Apple options. Do y'all really think at 13 years old that by the time he hit 18 or get into his 20s that he's not going to have figured out this thing even more and already probably be close to that, or not, or already over a millionaire? At that age, he's set for life. I'll be the first one to tell you, he's set for life. He's set for life because he has a skill set that's better than any kind of higher learning education infrastructure institution. It's better than any job that he can particularly get, right? It's better than any even inheritance that he can inherit, because he don't know how to work it. He don't know what to do with it. He gonna blow it. So he has a skill set that is a revolving door of opportunity that follows him for the rest of his life. Am I lying? Am I lying? He has a skill set where he could be sitting in the back of the classroom, getting money while the teacher talking, right? And obviously make more money than that teacher in one day, right? That she had to put up just to get even 1 month worth of work payout just by sitting in the back of the classroom trading stocks on his little cell phone. A 13-year-old kid. I'm saying all that to say this is why, right? This is why there's nothing out there that you can convince yourself of why you should not be acclimated to this, to want to learn something of this magnitude. And this is where you've already been somewhat doing it indirectly through being, on the job, whatever, kind of backstopping the company, doing your part in it to make up that value of the company. You've buying the products, the shoes, the clothes, the trips you take, the flights you fly on. You've already been attributing to it. You just haven't figured out how to get that back, how to get a portion of that back. You get a portion of that back by saying, and not just a portion, but a good bag of it if you really get serious. You get a lot of that right back. The same way you do like a tax write-off, right? Where my S Corp, C Corp, LLC people at, right? When you write off everything, right? You want to write off everything, right? Get some of that back. Because you're already utilizing these services, products, whatever, to help facilitate your what? Your business, right? Your business. Well, the markets is another way of looking at it from that perspective. Is it not? It is, because these financial vehicles are just the same thing. And you can write off your losses in it. True story. Right? You starting out taking a couple L's, you can write them off. You can write them off. You have an itemized financial report every month from your brokerage, just like your bank account, showing you your performance. So again, right? Beating the drum, right? Beating the drum, right? Beating the dead horse, right? Get up, get up, Sugarfoot. Get up, Sugarfoot. Right? Come on. You're a prize racehorse. Let's go, Sugarfoot. You know who you are. You know your potential. Again, don't talk yourself out of opportunity, because again, ain't nothing stopping you from this. Literally, ain't nothing stopping you from this. Nothing. Right? So, again, I'm just saying. Right? I'm just saying. Right? Hold on, something happened with my internet. My little green screen went off. God dog. Come on, Black Swan. Where you at? Okay, yeah, so it's saying I got to restart. Right, nonetheless, as long as y'all can hear me. Can y'all still hear me? I'm sorry. I just noticed that. I had a little glitch on my internet. Can you guys still hear me? Press 1 in the back chat if you guys can hear me. I don't know if you can even hear me. I was just talking. Y'all know I am. When I get going, I don't even look to check this stuff, but I just noticed I had a internet glitch. And my, okay, y'all can hear me? Great. That's all I need. That's it. Yep. So something happened and knocked off my little connection there. So we still grind. We still cooking, right? They say we still cooking, right? We cooking. Right? I got to pull that thing up again. Yeah, but that's it, guys. So again, I just want to make sure that we're understanding that we're here to challenge the system, challenge the status quo, right? We're here to again position ourselves in a way where we can capture opportunity, right? So like hold up, y'all know we got to demonstrate because I know how this stuff works. So let's see here real quick. Let's see. I got a couple of them on here. I got a couple, but hold up here. Hey, hold up, Doc. All right. All right. So we got a little something strange, for a little piece change going on literally right now. I got a couple of them. I got some more of them out there too. All right, so let's look at this real quick here. All right. So y'all just sat there and heard Sister Mo. She pretty much told y'all, what she's doing right now, right? What she's doing right now, right? She what she done earlier today. Now she made that money early in the day. Now she made $100. What time is it now? 2:58 and then 3 o'clock. I think she was done. Sister Mo, when was you done in your option trades, like all together? When did you finish with your option trades? Right? What time did you finish all your option trades all together? By 10:30. There you go. There you go. The market opened up, guys, at 9:30 a.m. every morning, meaning retail markets, right? Even though you have pre-market that starts at 4 a.m., the market for retail traders typically opens up at 9:30, meaning that's when Wall Street actually goes to work, right? Down up there in Wall Street, right? Well, New York people in the house. An hour into work, like again, working on the clock, right? You always say people who work on the clock, right? I make $10 an hour, I make $20 an hour, right? I make $30 an hour, right? You start beating your chest, then start walking with your chest all like, man, I make $30 an hour. I make $30 an hour, right? You screaming that stuff loud, right? You say it proud, then, right? I make $30 an hour and I'm proud. So literally, there you go, Brother Sonny already on it. Open Sonny already on it. In 1 hour, she making lawyer kind of money. Dang near. She been making lawyer kind of money. Lawyer kind of money. Child, I make $100 an hour. Stop lying, Monica. No, seriously, I make $100 an hour. What you talking about? What, you got a new job? First thing they say, you got a new job. See, stop thinking like a hamster on the hamster wheel. Stop thinking like a worker bee. Just because you can't, y'all know what I'm saying when I say that. Stop thinking like that. Everything don't have to be derived around a job, a just over broke, a just over barely. You don't have to go through that headache if you don't want to get money. To get money, you do not have to go through that. So literally, the sister made $100 an hour. High heels clicking towards the door, right? High heels clicking towards the door. Y'all already know what time it is. I'm out, right? Out of here. That kind of reality. So again, I'm like, hey, how many of y'all was now? Here's what get interesting. Now, some of us are still kind of going through the COVID scenario, obviously not being able to go to work, this, that, and third. Like, now, here's another question. How many of you guys were up this morning at 9:30 in the morning? And by 10:30, you had made some money. Again, y'all know what I'm saying by asking that question. How many of you had made $100 already, by 10:30? 100% right over Zane, right? 10 million ways to live, choose some, right? Over Sunday say he already had made him $100, right? Right? Again, from the comfort of our own house, sitting in the bed, sitting on the porch, wherever. That's $100 already in the game. Y'all know exactly where I'm going with that. I'm just saying it's the process. It's the process. It's the opportunity. It's the strategic value of it. Now, if you was up at 5 a.m., then that's even better, Brother Sonny, because guess what? Stocks were already making money at 5 a.m. in the morning. True story. We didn't go to bed last night to 4 a.m., right? We didn't go to bed last night a little bit after 4 a.m. So we stayed up all night until the market opened up and then went right into making money. To be exact, I traded Sorrento. Sorrento jumped up on some FDA news. I saw it popping. I jumped in and wrote it up for a quick little point and some change. It went from 6 all the way up to 12. Somewhere around that, what, something like that, $8, something like that, up to 12, somewhere around there. I made a quick little dollar per share on that trade in the 4 a.m. hour aspect up until like 5 and plus, and rolled over and went on to bed and woke back up, and then went out there and checked the rest of my little traps, right? It's like a trapper, right? A trapper do what? You be out there checking his traps. I like a trapper, right? I went right out there and checked the rest of my traps for the day. What else making money out there today? What else, what else out there, doing a little something strange for a little piece of change, right? That kind of mentality, right? That kind of mentality. I got a few trades still out there working, right? Close some of them out. Got some still out there working right now. Matter of fact, here, real quick, really quick here. Let's demonstrate a little bit, not compensate, right? Let's demonstrate, not compensate, right? I had a couple of these little Apple little calls. I talked about these last night on the Dagger Squad show, Urban Economic Empowerment show. I talked about them actually even before that. Right? Again, watching Apple at certain levels, obviously outside of the Apple event day, what was going to happen. Again, sell the news event, whatever. Bam. Got some calls, sold some, kept some for demonstration purposes. As you can see right there, that September 18th to 111.25 puts. Again, I told y'all those the ones, whatever. Right? I also had some 112s. Here it is. This asset cost me $99 to get into this trade. It cost me $99 to get into this trade, right? $99. It generated. Remember I talking about what can you generate, right? What can you produce? What can you control, right? Remember that was the theme all last night. What can you generate? What can you produce? What can you control? That money, meaning my money, right, went to work for me. It put on its boots. It pulled up its bootstraps, right? That talk. It pulled up its bootstraps and went to work for me. It's actually working right now as we talking. As we talking, it's still working. So it ain't done working. Right? It's still out there working. I'm checking in. Hey, everything all right over there? Right? Like it's about an uncle, right? Y'all got one of them uncles. Hey, everything all right over there, nephew? Right? Everything all right over there, nephew? Yeah, everything all right, uncle. Okay. It's still working right now. It's still working right now. So that $99, that $100 has now generated what? 137%. Makes 137%. In profit, 137% in a day. In a day, right? Again, my wild divorce. Today, I just can't get that out of my head, right? Here's serious about that thing. But that's 137%. And what time is it? 3 o'clock? So that 99 then turned to 236. Another one here. Trade this one here yesterday into earnings. They had earnings this morning, right? I did a case study with this trade here with my sister Kiana. That's why I have this one up. I spent my own money to demonstrate a case study to that sister, to demonstrate to her why this particular trade. She know what I'm talking about. Again, I can go into depth about it, but she know exactly what I'm saying or what I'm talking about this trade. We did a case study with her learning how to trade options, and we chose this stock to do some research on into its earnings in terms of how we would trade it based upon the fundamental analysis about the company, all the news surrounding the company, and their chart scenario, their technical analysis. And I took the trade with real money. Now, this is real money to demonstrate to her exactly, my thesis on that trade. That trade cost me how much? $70. How much it generated? 125. That's roughly about what? 50%. 150%. So this one here generated about what? 137% in a day. This one here generated about 50% in a day. From pushing button to reading data. Couldn't make this stuff up. Couldn't make this stuff up. Couldn't make this stuff up. These are just what? The position values that I took in it. About the October the 16th, 2250 calls in this one here for this APOG. The stock yesterday climbed from what? 19 some odd dollars all the way up to 20 some bucks all the way up to like what? 2060, 2080. Headed into its earnings. They released their numbers this morning on this company, APOG. They had earnings. That's why you see that E right there, value, whatever. He had an event basically, and they beat on their numbers. It was already kind of oversold going into the day. Well, I say oversold aspect where it came from. And then the end result was what? The stock is ravaging up to the upside. Now the stock price right now, as we're, well, it's probably going up and down. This is a screenshot. But look where that price at, $23.55. Apple, obviously, I'm shorting Apple. That's why I'm trading Apple stock for it to come down. That's why you see that 109.51. I'm making money actually with stock, with Apple stock actually coming down. You can make money going up, right? You make money what? Coming down. That's the power, how great this is. And I know I'm speaking to a lot of people who already know this stuff, but there are family who's watching today who are completely brand new, who have no clue. And so I'm speaking to that group today. Know why? Because that's what this is all about. It's about what? Bringing truth to power where other people can see value in things that you've been able to kind of do, right? And so we pay it forward. We pay it forward. We pay it forward. Because people need other ways to find ways to get money. They need to find other ways to be able to kind of sustain themselves during moments just like this. Now, interesting enough, if they really want to put forth some policies in government, why aren't they putting together these type of educational policies to get more people excited about learning how to invest in the markets? Notice how they don't talk about the financial markets, but they want to talk about what? This and that and this and that, right? But no one's talking about what? How to also utilize the skill set in terms of financial markets as another ways to sustain your life with. Why is that? Y'all ever thought about that? Y'all ever thought about that? It's a reason, right? Couldn't make this stuff up. Couldn't make this stuff up. So again, no worries, government. No worries, government. We got it, right? We got it. Don't worry about it. We got it. We got it, right? Meaning us, right? Anarchy 99, right? The financial vanguard, the new financial vanguard, right? Right? The generation curse breakers, right? We are that, right? We are what they call legion, right? Whatever that stuff called, we are that because we're taking the bull by the horns and riding it the way we want to ride it. No more waiting on somebody else. Simple as that. Cell phone, laptop, computer, Wi-Fi, sending a broadband connection, knowledge, and some capital. Let's go. Get in the car. That kind of rally. Get in the car, right? Right? Get in the car, right? Let's go. You working from home. Most of y'all are working from home right now. Most of you guys are working from home right now due to the COVID situation. So if you was up again, 4 a.m., right? 5, 9, 9:30, whatever. Look at it. Money was already being generated. Money was already being generated. Money was already being made. And most people like, man, I don't know what's going to happen today, man. Dang it, man. I can't wait to get back to whatever. Man, I need to make some extra money. Y'all know the typical conversation a lot of people have. Here it is, jokers over here like, man, yeah, we made a couple of $100 real quick. Made about $200-300 real quick. And made this whatever little quick. I mean, you made $1,000 real quick. You made about $5,000 real quick. You made about $10,000 real quick. Shoot, I just made $100,000 real quick. That kind of talk. True story. Yeah, just 10:30, man. I already made $100,000. Yeah, I showed the Apple. I bought some Apple puts, gang them too. Went heavy on the contracts. At the top, yeah, quick little $100,000. That kind of stuff. You be cringing and biting your teeth like, That joke on the golf course now. They're literally on the golf course now, right? Or wherever, right? Looking inconspicuous. Don't even know. People don't even know that, pull down $100,000 bag. That kind of scenario. That kind of power. So I'm just saying, guys, it's hey. It's like, hey, right? We're in a position. We are in position. We are in position, right? We are in position, right? We are in position. 100% right, over Chavez, just like trapping, right? Or like pimping, just pimping your funds, right? That's it. Over branded repetition becomes repertoire. The more you learn how to ride that bike, the better you get at it. Now you popping willies, you catwalking, you riding the back of the tire, you bunny hopping. Y'all know I'm to my old school now. I'm bunny hopping. I'm showing me you doing all that on that bicycle now because you figured out how to you reverse engineered that piece of instrument or technology. Repetition becomes repertoire. People running around here. I know people. I heard somebody saying not too long ago. Some of my friends and family down in Atlanta, like, man, we've been saying Andre 3000, right? Y'all know Andre 3000 from the group Outcast. They said they've been spotting him in or around Atlanta, walking around with a flute all the time. Like, well, what's that all about? Why he walk around with a flute? That brother learned how to play the what? The flute. Repetition becomes repertoire. The more the better what? In it, y'all get the point I'm making there, right? The analogous I'm explaining in that perspective. Basically, in essence, we're saying just by default, if you stay true to understanding two things and two things only, you will automatically get better in time, regardless. You will get better by default. Let me put it that way. You will get better by default just by sticking to it. And you need two things. Two things. Right? I'm just going to put the letters in the back chat. Everybody else going to know what I'm saying. That know what I'm talking about. Right? You need these two things right here. Right? These the letters only. Right? You need those things right there. And there's two, but it's just putting the triple D. You need those right there. What does that mean right there? Again, what is those the 3Ds right there? What are those 3Ds? Right? What are those three things right there? Right? Those three letters there. What is it? That's all you need to get started. True story. That's all you need to get started right there. Right? Literally. Right? Bam. Look at that. There it is. You got some people come in, right? All right. You see? All right. All right. Chloe, you got some, that's the motivation side of it, Sister Mo. But you again, you own it. You own it over season. You own it over season. This is what you need to get started. Right? This is what you need to get started. You need. Right? This is all you need to get started, guys. I'm not making this stuff up. Not making this stuff up. Not making this stuff up. That 13-year-old kid that made that 7-8 racks on Apple, what did he have to get started? What did he use to get started? Right? What did he use to get started? He had to have what? Some what? Some due diligence and some what? He's 13 years old. He ain't got no bills. He ain't got no houses, no car notes. Right? He barely what 13 years? I mean, what? That's what 8th grade? Not 8th grade. What about 9th grade? Somewhere around there, give or take. 8th, 9th grade. That's all he had. Some due diligence, some discipline, and what? And an interest, right? That interest to want to what? Go deeper down the rabbit hole and learn more about this what? This craft. He had to have the interest. It's over saying about 8th grade. He had to have the interest. That's all he had. Now think about that for a moment. What's your excuse? What's y'all excuse? What's y'all excuse? Man, right? Just like, man, bruh, right, bruh, right? That guy's there, bruh, right? What's your excuse? Right? You know, we didn't, you know, come on, guys. Right? Come on. Right? Let's go. The market owes you. The market owes you. Let me repeat. The market owes you. Right? The market owes you. Right? Again, couldn't make this stuff up. You know, so everywhere we out there, everywhere, you know, out there, again, we just trying to sit around and find ways to make money all day, every day. Right? We're just sitting around trying to figure out a way to do it in a way where it doesn't what? Cost a whole lot, but the opportunity or the output is what? greater than the value of the time put into it. Meaning the sweat equity, right? The sweat equity in this perspective is what? You getting a headache at most because you're reading over a lot of data. At most, you get a little headache because you're reading over a lot of, some information about the company, reading the charts and understand that really? What's going on over, Chris? Peace, Power, Profit. What's going on, Fenley, Patrice Fields in the house? I've seen a couple names I missed in there. Sorry. And we just sitting around finding a way to get money. Okay, real quick. Let me do this right here. Right? Let me see this right here. Y'all, I'm in work mode over here. Y'all see? Look here. All right. Let me see if this thing will show up here. There we go. See that right there? Even on Robinhood. Trading about 4 or 5 different brokerage accounts right now. Everything making money. This is a quick little $50 right, $60 right here. Y'all see it happening in real time. This happening in real time. See them 850 calls right there, about and Kodak, crazy Kodak. We call it crazy Kodak, like Crazy Joe, right? Don't lean on me, Crazy Joe. Look at that. That thing making money right now as we talking. All right, if it focus here, I don't know if it's gonna focus again. Come on, thing. Come on, camera. Right, but y'all get it. Y'all see it. Right? That money being generated right now. All right, I give him a little zoom, fit your little ratchet there. But it's working. Nonetheless, y'all know it's working. It's working. I mean, that stock working right now. It's working for me. It's working for me right now. I'm not working for it. Right? My elbows are safe. Right? My knees are safe. My hands are safe. Right? It's working for me right now. The 850 calls. Right? Cost me how much? Right? Right? Cost me, under $100. Cost me around about what, $70, $80 for this trade, somewhere around there, and it's already up what, 66%. 66% already. $55. That's my fishing money. I'm going fishing with that. I'm going fishing with them $55. Go buy me some fishing lures and go right out there on that boat. That's my fishing money. All right. Again, working. We working. Right. We always in the constant state of what? Work. Grind. Right. We in the grind mode. Right. We in grind mode. Right. I got my little camera on because I'm all over the place here. Right. We in work mode. Right. That kind of reality. From the palm of my hand, literally the palm of my hand there, we getting in, doing a little something strange for a little piece of change. Doing a little something strange for a little piece of change. Right? Again, just making it happen. Eliminating the ideal of, that kind of stuff. Well, see, no, to the no, right? Heck to the no, right? You're not finna convince me that I'm not finna, find ways to do something like this in a moment like what we're dealing with in terms of what a so-called quote unquote pandemic or whatever. What this does is translates again into your everyday life in a way where you start figuring out like, okay, why am I so-called, working twice as hard to receive twice as less when I could be working twice as smart to receive twice as much? Scratch your head on that one for a moment, right? Scratch your head on that one for a moment. Why are you working twice as hard to receive twice as less when you should be working twice as smart to receive twice as much? Really assess your life and figure out where you are in the grand scheme of that reality. Are you doing that? And if so, how can you do to change that, right? To flip that, to inverse that, right? No more working hard. Now it's time for you to work a little smarter. You got people who are out there who are your peers, right? Your intellectual peers, right? Your age peer, whatever the case, that you can circle their wagons now and what? Feed off that knowledge. Take your time, get in the game. What's going on, family? Benny Rodriguez, I'm sorry, missed you earlier. I'm starting to see some names pop up now on this day. I'm sorry. You can circle their wagons now and feed off that knowledge that they disseminate and pass, and then turn around and go do your own what? Due diligence and discipline. The same way that 13-year-old kid did to buy them Apple option calls. What's your excuse? I'm not gonna say you jump out the porch and make you say 8,000 right away, but you get my point. And you possibly can. That's what's so scary about it, right? That's what's scary about it. Like, dang it, I got the ability to make this, right? I got the ability to, to do this. Again, like I said, I'm working across many different accounts. I just showed you what three of them right there. I got 2 more other accounts I'm working on right now, right? Over here grinding 2. Over here grinding 2 in this account, this little brokerage account. Y'all know this from this trade net. That Snow IPO. Y'all see right here? That's the IPO that went public recently. Yesterday, basically, the one that Warren Buffett spent all that money on and shut everybody out that we couldn't trade it. They ran the price up from the pre-listing price from 120 all the way up to like what? 245, opened it up, sent it to 280, then sent it to 319 in a matter of minutes, priced out the retail traders. Priced out the retail traders. So I guess, well, you know what? I'm not buying up here. I'm going to show it though. I showed it. I showed it. All right, in my southern voice, I showed it. Showed it the brakes off of it. Yesterday, made a quick little bag. Y'all saw it. I posted it in the group, so y'all already know what I'm talking about. So right, I posted receipts over there. And guess what? I'm hitting it again today. I'm hitting it again today. That's how you know it's a new trade. Because look at the cost. If you go look at my old screenshot from yesterday, y'all saw that number was a lot higher. This is a new one today. Already up what? Already up right now on this one what? Y'all see it right there. Already up on that trade right now. Right. Obviously, there's a picture I got up here. That's the market today. Right. The semblance of the market today. Right. It's right down the hill, flaming. Right. Talking about some, ride with me, get with me. No, I'm gonna do the contrarian today. Sorry about that stock market. All right, I'm gonna short some of this market. All right, short some of this market value today. Right, and it's working. See, y'all see it right now. That's trade working right now. I'm just waiting for it to break. It's in there holding this 20-day moving average. Right, this little blue line. It's holding that gun line. Boy, it's trying to hold that gun line. That blue line right there. That's a 20-day moving average. It's just a moving average line to show you strength in or below that stock at that moment or its trade. Right, I'm just trying to get it to break away from that a little bit more, get me some expansion to the downside, and it's gonna be what on like a power. Right, I need to come down and test this 222 area again potentially. Right, we inside of the power hour at this point, 3 o'clock hour of the markets. Markets typically, obviously, when they kind of had a lull, they have been beat up. They typically sometimes close very weak, but there's no particular inherent catalyst to kind of send it and turn it higher. Right, not that it still can't with 30 minutes left, but nonetheless, the weakness of the market's already kind of been exposed. Look where we came from yesterday in the S&P 500, 342. We're down to 333 right now. We called this yesterday. We called this. After that FOMC meeting, the market's in trouble. Market's in trouble, right? End result, where we at? And you got a head and shoulders print right now on the gap down. Shoulder, head, shoulder. Typically, when you see that kind of pattern on intraday, what happens to the stock? It's going to come what? Down. Down. Head and shoulders pattern right there, clear as day. Shoulder, head, shoulder lean. That's something. Come down, market. So again, look. There's always ways. There's always opportunity out there. We just haven't been focus on trying to find ways or how to find ways to make it happen, how to get the bag without having to sacrifice more than what we think we really want to offer anyway to the society, right? They don't want to give you nothing anyway. Again, a la what's going on right now down the street from where I'm at on 1600 Pennsylvania and down the street from that, or the Congress and the House of Representatives, all that stuff. They sitting there playing games, knowing people need that money, They playing games. Literally playing games, knowing people need that money. And so, you know what? I said, you know what? No worries. No problem. Come over here. I got you. Come hang out with us. Let's show you how to Let's show you how to fish. Right? In my case, literally, right? Let's show you how to fish. Let's show you how to take the little money you already got and put that to work. I don't care if you make $1 in profit in a day. I don't care if you make, again, $10, $20, whatever. That's a win. That's more than you had when you woke up that day. That's more than what you had when you woke up. right? So all I'm saying is your value to now figure out how to be, as I was speaking about last night, you need to get in the mindset of a serial entrepreneur. A serial entrepreneur. You constantly looking for what? Opportunity. 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 Because the weight game ain't the best game right now on the block. The weight game is not the what? The best game on the block, right? In terms of what we talking about as far as the financial side of the house. Meaning waiting on the sideline, waiting for things to happen, waiting on the government, waiting on the, your job, waiting all that. No, hell to the no, right? no, ain't happening. Not happening. And you're not going to convince me that's plausible, understanding what we're dealing with in terms of, here it is, not some, 5-6 months out since the first scenario, and then these people still ain't done nothing, meaning government. They're kicking the can down the road. They're dangling carrots in your face, keeping your hands out, keeping you on the hamster wheel, keeping you think, okay, any minute now. And I'm like, no, we ain't finna do that. We ain't even play that game. Not even about to play that game. We're not going to do it. Right? So, again, what do you find value in? How distracted are you? What do you find value in? How distracted are you? Is it giving you a return on your time? Is it giving you a return on your investment? Is it getting a return on your equity? Right? If it's not, then maybe let's reevaluate that thing. Let's reevaluate that. Because people around here making a lot of money. Like a lot of people out here, in food bank lines right now. With, college degrees. With continuity value of work experience. They headed to the food pantry. Let that marinate for a moment. Right. So this is why it's important. So all these little squiggly lines up here you see, what's all this squiggly line, man? What's all this squiggly line stuff? Look, all this squiggly line stuff is money. Right? This Kodak right here, y'all saw me post in my little Robinhood that I'm trading right now, the calls to the upside. Look at it. All this right here, the money. All that upside, money. Apple coming down, money. APOG, make this. Look, y'all see the price yesterday was at $20.73. It's up here to 23 and change. Money. Look where this stock came from before it got beat up bad behind the COVID scenario. It was trading up here around about what? $34 a share. Way back here on the March lows, it came down to $14. Again, I could break this thesis down, but nonetheless, earnings came out. They had some favorable information in their favor. Income result today, the stock jumped basically from $19 all the way up to $23 in a matter of what? A day and a half, 2 days. That's about $4 and some change in about a day or two per share. Even if you didn't buy the option, you could have bought the stock outright. Let's say you had $1,000, $1,000 of a $19 stock, about $20 a share, right? You do the math on that, how many shares you would have got. All right, you do the math on that. That'll show you how much shares you would have got. That's roughly about what? 50 shares? Somewhere around there, 50 shares. So that means 50 shares times $4 per share in 2 days, right? If that, 2 days, right? So that's 50 times what? 50 times 4. How much is that? What's 50 times 4? Right? That 50 times 4, that's about $200, right? So you made $200 in about a day and a half trading this stock off the lows again. Understanding why you was trading it again. That's important because what, why, where, when. But the ideal of you can make you a couple $100 just by, just like that. Just like that. So, now you got $1,200. Now you got $1,200. That kind of stuff. That kind of mentality. That kind of understanding. Right? So, again, hey, we work, we discuss, we strategize, right? Hey, we're trying to establish, a reality here where We're putting the power back in the hands of who? Yourself. We're putting the power back in your hands, right? You're doing it though, not me, right? Not Sister Monica, not anybody else. You're doing it because you the one who have to what? Put in the work. You're the one who have to put in the work. So you're doing it. Right? So again, just make sure, I just want to make sure I'm clear with that. So again, we have value, we have opportunity. Again, we have all these things afforded to us. The rest is on us. Right? The rest is on us. Right? So you wonder why I was lost in the public school. None of the lessons seemed beneficial except science and math. That's it. Better talk about economics. Better talk about economics. Now you get matter of fact, you get economics, what, 9th grade, 9th, 10th grade? That's when they actually get that elective. It's an elective course. It's an elective. Like, are you serious? You mean tell me getting money is an elective? To what? To what? Getting money is an elective to what? It's an elective? Man, stop. They say in the South, boys, stop. Economics is an elective, not a prerequisite. It's not a prerequisite course. It's not a program value course in terms of man. Remember I said that earlier, you wonder why they don't spend money and teach people how to invest in the markets? They don't put no policy together to teach young people how to what? Get invested in the markets, right? Notice that? Y'all notice that? They couldn't make this stuff up. That's it, Brother Snotball. Rolling down Gravy Valley on biscuit wheels. That's it. That's it. That's how y'all need to be driving. Y'all need to be going down Gravy Valley with biscuit wheels, living a good life. Right? Because how much time do we spend on the internet on in a given day perspective? How much of that is spent on social media? Facebook, Twitter, Amazon, Instagram, Snapchat, whatever, TikTok, any of that stuff. How much time y'all spend on them social sites a day? Now, let me ask you another question. How much income are you generating? How much income are you generating on that? Just by being on their site. That much time. How much income you generating on it? Anybody? Anybody making money being on Facebook all day? Anybody making money on Instagram being on there all day? Anybody making money on Twitter being on it all day? Snapchat, TikTok, the rest of them. How many of y'all making money on them websites right now? Anybody? I'm just curious. That same time could have been what? Shifted over to what? The markets. That same time could have been shifted over to the market. Matter of fact, you could have been doing both at the same time. That's what's so sad about it. You could have been doing both at the same time. Both at the same time. At the same dang time. At the same dang time. I heard that song. Somebody was playing, just stuck in my head like, yep. At the same dang time. You could have been doing both at the same time. Doing what you like best and also what? Making money in the process. And it's interesting because since I just hit 1,000 subscribers, Google and YouTube sent me that thing about the Google AdSense. Now you can make money off your videos now, I guess. Not just even the super chat, but just the Google, like having ads placed on your videos, right? You can make money now just by having your videos posted on the internet. And Google will latch on and add, the different, what they call it, interests, like the geotagging to your videos, especially the ones that get a lot of views, and you can now make money off that. I was talking about that last night on the show a little bit. I said, I just figured this out. I was like, oh, this is nice. Oh, this is nice. So I set the little stuff up, sent it, got my little Google AdSense. It actually came in the mail, right? It actually came in the mail, right? My little Google AdSense thing. Some of y'all probably know what I'm talking about. This who already getting it, right? All right. Some of you guys already know exactly what I'm talking about, right? Already got that thing. Right? Let me cross out my little address here. I want y'all be all like, hold up now. It's need to know basis there. But no, seriously. Right here. That joker came in the mail. Right? That means that's the ability now to make money just off my videos being uploaded to YouTube. I looked into it just on GP. I was like, okay, this is pretty decent here. Right? This. So now again, now this becomes what? Another what? Form of what? Income generator. Income generator. That's basically what they mean. This is the income generator paper here. My code information inside of it. That's basically what they can send you a little code, your custom ID code and PIN number. So now you can access and make money off Google using your page now as a what? A marketing to market to whatever. The end user, as they say, the end user, right? Right, the end user. Right? So again, I literally just started this stuff. So again, y'all know I'm transparent over here. I'm just sharing what I know, how to find ways to make money. I ain't doing no more than what a person should be doing anyway, right? And I ain't trying to act like I'm all what, I'm the only one that has the ability to do it. Because we ain't gonna do that over here. We don't even talk like that over here. No, ain't no archetype over here. No, everybody got the same, value, opportunity that we're trying to share with each other to find a way how we all can what? Get money, right? Get a bag or whatever, right? However people want to say, right? We're all in that same boat, that same proverbial boat, right? So I set the thing up. I got it going. What they did, they back rated it towards actually when the first time, I guess, I hit that 1,000 subscriber mark or whatever the case. And that's when they did like a retroactive payment of what I made in terms of the little YouTubes, whatever, in terms of them placing ads on it. And I was like, man, look at it. Ain't a whole lot, but I'm finna show y'all this here. It ain't a whole lot, but I'm happy about my little dollars. I'm like Sister Mo, y'all know I get a $10 win in the market, I'm happy. I don't care if it's $10, right? I get happy. Right? I get happy, right? Let me go over here and make sure they don't hear that no ID numbers, nothing like that. Okay, yeah, it's straight. All right. So yeah, so just letting Google place ads on my little videos, right? Just letting Google place ads on my money, right? This is a continuation of the Urban Economic Empowerment Show yesterday, and we were talking about what? Finding ways to make money in the pandemic, right? Finding ways to make money in the pandemic, right? So right here, right? Again, like I say, it's retroactive to the value when I hit 1,000 subscribers, it start paying me that value, right? So right here, look here. So I got, it's gonna keep going all to the end. So the end of September, it's gonna be whatever that number gonna be because it's still growing, right? They're gonna send me a check. Right? They're gonna send me a check. Like Maybell, they're gonna send you a check, honey. Really? Right? That kind of my Southern people. They're gonna send you a check. Maybell, yeah, they're gonna send me a check. So they do it every month. They pay out every month. So I got roughly around about 15 more days, somewhere around there, give or take 14, 15 more days for this to keep going up based upon the ads playing, on my little video. So the people finna pay me money just to run ads on my videos. If that can generate this, consistently every month, if that can generate, again, I know it's gonna be more than this by the end of the month, but we'll just use this number as a case study. If it can generate that every month just by having my videos on YouTube and letting Google place ads on it, Google doing all the work, placing the ads on it. Right? I ain't doing nothing, right? But I'm just existing. Literally, I'm just existing. If they can do that every month, I take that. I already linked my bank accounts and everything up, so every month they're gonna send me a little check for that. That's my social media SSI right there. True story. Putting in that work I've been doing on social media, right? Remember, that's why I asked y'all how much money y'all making on these little websites, on being on Google and Amazon. Amazon, Facebook and Twitter, Instagram, all that stuff. How much money you making on that? Well, guess what? Your brother's finna start making some money off of it now. True story. I'm just finding ways to generate income. Again, like I said last night, generate. What can you generate? What can you produce? And what can you control? Those three things alone trump any kind of value of waiting on the government, waiting on the political party, waiting on any of that foolishness. Y'all deal with that. Again, no disrespect, no hate on it. Again, I'm not going to be sitting around waiting on another man or another woman in that perspective. Unless it's people within my circle like you guys, this, that, and the third, I'm not going to be waiting on it, because you get to dictate the policies in your own life about what you can generate, produce, and control. Simple as that. Simple as that. Just another little bag coming every month now. That has the potential to whatever, to be unlimited, to it, whatever, depends on whatever. Opportunity. Opportunity. Right? Just sharing that, guys. Just sharing that. Again, just sharing that. So you guys, again, that's from being on social media and letting them place ads on my little stuff. This is based on my Google account value too. And the little YouTube stuff, whatever. See, the YouTube premium is only what, 19 bucks. Man, look, man. Right? Y'all know like, man, man. Extra little income. I didn't even see that money coming. I'm being honest. Look at it. Honesty. Y'all know I'm still learning this YouTube stuff. Y'all already know how that go. I'm still learning. I didn't even see this coming. All them people sent me that thing in the mail because I think a little while back, didn't even know what it was about. I eventually had time to read over it and do my little due diligence on it. They sent me just this in the mail, my PIN number from Google, and said, yeah, you now finna start generating income. Right? We're going to place, basically, they're going to place ads. They're going to place ads on my videos, and I'm going to get paid from it. Fishing money, right? That's my fishing money. I'm going to go buy me some fishing lures. Like, what you going to do? I'm going to buy me some Jordans. No, I'm going to go buy me some fishing lures. Right? They're a lot cheaper, and they give me a bigger motion to hide than wearing some Jordans. That's just me, though. Right? Go buy me some fishing lures right on up at the Walmart and Dick's Sporting Goods. Get me some little fishing lures and go out there and what? Sit on that boat. Right? Sit on that boat and commune with nature. Right? And detox. You know, from the markets in this life. That kind of stuff, guys. So again, transparency, showing you opportunity. Hey, that's what this is supposed to be about, right? Edification, right? Brothers keeper, right? Sisters keeper, right? Right? Pay it forward, right? That's what it's supposed to be about, right? That's what it's supposed to be about, right? That's what it's supposed to be about, right? Hey. 100% right, Will Snap. I hit 2 packs of red wigglers, man. What you know about them red wigglers? You don't know about them red wigglers. You don't know about that. Move on, Doc. But no, serious. That's it, guys. So, you know, hey, you know, we got something to work with. We got something to work with. Meaning, you know, we gotta have opportunity afforded to us that we can work with. Right? We got something to work with. Right. So all this is just what we're talking about the other day, your affiliate money. When we talked about that on the Urban Economic Empowerment Show, this is your affiliate money. Just by showing up and saying, okay, yeah, I can help, push this. And in this case, I ain't doing nothing. This is my work right here. My work right now is coming to you guys, my peers, and sharing information about, investing, anything that has to deal with this kind of lane. This is my work. This the hardest work that I'm doing. And it's easy work, of course, when I'm saying that, because I love what I do. It's a passion. But this the work I'm performing. This is the work that I'm performing. Now, they're going to pay me a bag. If it's $200-$300 a month, $400, $500 a month, it can get up to $1,000, whatever the case. They're going to pay me that every month, just by, coming on here sharing. And they're going to put their little ads on my stuff. It ain't costing nobody nothing, right? It ain't costing me nothing. It ain't costing you nothing. But they're going to pay me a bag for sitting on, social media. Overall, that's the modality, the model. They're going to pay me money for being on social media. Right? So let's go, guys. Right? So we're gonna start doing little scenarios where we're going to break down these apps, how to use them. Again, Sister Monica does it every Wednesday. Y'all need to tune in to the Urban Economic Empowerment Show. That sister's been showing y'all from her day one start to where she's at now. She's been transparent through the whole process. How she's grown her account now, based it from, remember she had a little, couple hundred little bucks in there, $100, $50 in there. Now she's taking it, and now she's up there in the $1,000 plus range, $1,000 plus range now. Couldn't make this stuff up. And she made $100 today in 1 hour. And she made $100 today, right? She saved $5,000 in that time frame. That's the kind of stuff I'm talking about right there. Right, go subscribe to her channel right now so you can get her numbers up too. If you guys got channels y'all working on, put it out there and let's subscribe so you get your numbers up. So I always tell people, now a subscription to my channel costs you what? How much does it cost you for a subscription to be subscribed to somebody's channel? Anybody? What's the cost of that subscription? I'm going to show you how to start thinking like a what? Like a boss, right? You don't need me to tell you that, but I'm going to show you how to get money the same way they get money off you. Because they making money off you what? Being on the internet all day, being on their social media all day, sitting in their what? Their little platforms all day. They're making money off you. But how much does it cost you for a subscription? Right? It costs you what? $0. Zero. Now I'm finna share a secret to y'all. It's not even a secret, but I'm gonna say it anyway. Do y'all know other people out there, when they find out that somebody in their group or people that they know is gonna do something like this or start a channel, whatever, they instantly go subscribe out the gate, don't even care. Oh, I'm gonna give you a subscription because again, the more subscriptions you get, the better opportunity you get to be able to kind of also now reap the benefit of being what? Getting paid for you sitting on the internet. Cost of nothing. Y'all know what I'm saying when I say that without me having to say it. You come over here to us, hey man, subscribe to my channel. Man, look, bro, look, bruh. You want me to subscribe to your channel? Oh boy, oh man. Let me think about it for a moment. That's gonna cost me. I don't know, man. Notwithstanding the fact that you now finna give that person a chance to probably generate income or revenue just by having their channel on YouTube, whatever the case. Bro, ooh, man. Yeah, about that subscription. You wonder why you go to the kids section on YouTube and them little kids be having like 3 million subscribers, 4 million subscribers just for them kids to be on the internet, on YouTube coloring, literally coloring. And they get like 6 million views. They sitting there coloring. Zach, how is that, the coloring going inside the lines? It's going good, mommy. 6 million views. Now imagine the ad money revenue generated on 6 million views on a kid channel that's about 5-6 years old, that got about 3 million subscribers, and Google paying them ad revenue on them 6 million users sitting there watching. Let that marinate for a moment. Let that marinate for a moment. And you sitting there like, bro, subscription, subscribe to your channel. Woo, man. Notwithstanding the fact that you actually getting something from it too. You actually getting something from the channel. You're getting, tangible information, not hearsay, not, pontificating, not pandering and poshing and debating and arguing and fighting and cut. You getting tangible benefits. And a person be like, yeah, about that subscription. Yeah, Sister Monica, I don't know if I'm ready to subscribe to your channel quite yet. Let me think about it. Oh man, that's gonna hurt me if I push that subscription. Our people. And then, man, see, ain't no money out there. You ain't gonna make no money. Ain't no money out there, man. Ain't no way you can make no money out there. Ain't none, man. What you talking about, man? Ain't no way you can make no money, man. You gotta go get your job, man. Go get your job, man. What you talking about, man? Go get your job. Ain't no money out there, man. Ain't no money out there. What? Y'all know exactly what I'm saying. That kind of mindset, that kind of person with that kind of mentality. They just want to get in a circle of conversations all day long. Circle conversations all day, and then what? Nothing. Couldn't make this stuff up, guys. Not making it up, right? Not making it up, right? Not making it up. right? Mindset. What's your mentality like, right? What's your mentality like? What is your mentality like? Again, while we sitting there talking, remember, I'm doing this as a case study, right? Case study, right? Because I got to be able to demonstrate this stuff in real time because y'all know how people are, right? Real time. We were just talking about that Kodak trade. Now, since I've been on, right? I don't know if you can see it. There it is. That's that Kodak trade. Where is that now? When y'all were just looking at it earlier, it was at what? $50? Where is that right now? I'm up how much? 226% today? Well, the stock is up that much, 266% today. How much am I up? I'm up what? 200%. I'm up 200%. That trade cost me about 70, 80 bucks. Some number like that, 60, 70 bucks, somewhere around there. I'm up 192, 60%, 195, 200%. That stock is at 1098 right now. It's skyrocketing. It's rocketing. As you see down there, the share price is ticking. The number's ticking up right there. It just took off out of nowhere. That's 60, 70 bucks, 80 bucks, whatever it cost me. Now up $165. Fishing money. Now I can get more lures. I can buy me some expensive lures. Now I can go in the expensive aisle. Now when I go in the fishing department, I always go down the little cheap lane, right? I be looking on the clearance rack. I be trying to find them cheap lures. All right. Now I can go buy me a little expensive lure. I can splurge a little bit. What them lures that cost $5 a piece now? I go look at them now. Right? Where them $5 lures at, right? I can go look for them $5 lures right now. Making money all across everywhere. Just sitting around, sitting in my little office and making money. Working. Based on working. Just working. Again, demonstrating. Right? Demonstrating. Right? So again, guys, we look. Let's go, guys. Let's go. Right? Let's go. Right? That's all I'm saying. Let's go. Right? So, when you see us go live, if you can, come hang out with us. That's all we're asking. Come hang out with us. When you see us go live on Dagger Squad channel, we're doing the urban economic empowerment shows. Come hang out with us. When you see Sister Mogul, matter of fact, subscribe to her. Get with her, be a part of her. Matter of fact, she's doing something phenomenal right now too. With her my econ, expansive value that she's offering through that, and she do a class. She hosting a class every Tuesday, putting people on. Good information, right? Go be a part of that level of what they call financial revolution. That's basically what I'm doing right now. I'm finding I'm being revolutionary through my aspects of figuring out how the ways to get money. It didn't always start out this way. It's been a journey, right? But that's why I say it's worth it, because again, what are you really giving up that you haven't been wasting anyway on? What are you really giving up that you haven't already been wasting on? Right? Let that marinate for a moment, guys. Now you're gonna be thinking about it twice before you go spend that money on something frivolous. Now you're going to be thinking twice before you just go blow money. You're doing what? Any little small thing. Again, stocks out there, 50 cents, 18 cents a share. How many of y'all got 18 cents right now? Anybody? How many of y'all got 18 cents right now? In the couch, in your piggy bank, right? On your little desk or whatever, in a shoebox. How many of y'all got 18 cents right now? All right. Look at here real quick. Last one. I'm going to get out of here. All right. I got something to take care of real quick. Got to get over to the post office, right? Look right here. This is some of the stocks that's moving today. This is my little black box scanner, whatever. Y'all know the deal with it. This stock right here, ENSV, it's up 39% from yesterday. It gapped up, went up here as high. Let me hold up. It went up as high as about 27 cents from 17 cents. or even lower down here around about what? Yep, around about 17, whatever. That thing up 39%, up 5 cents. 5 pennies is a 39% increase. 5 pennies is up 39%. 5 pennies. 39%. A penny stock, 18. So that means it was 5 pennies cheaper the other day. 13 cents. This stock was around 13 cents a share. And at the peak it was at 27. So you already know how much it was at that point. You already know how much percentage it was up at that point at 27. Now it's back down to 18, 17 at this point. But nonetheless, it's still up 36%. A penny stock. 5 pennies brought you 36%. Imagine if y'all put $1,000 on that. Ooh, what's 36% of $1,000? What's 36% of $1,000? You'd have made $360 if you'd bought this a day or so ago and rolled it up into the, again, up here at the top, up here at 27 cents a share. You talking about what? Double that. Up here around about 70, 80%. 80% on $1,000, that would have brought you about $800 if you just, bought this stock about a day or so ago. Penny stocks, 17 cents, $2.28. This stock is up 40%. Another one here, $3 and some change. It's up what? 31%, somewhere around there. I mean, y'all see it. $22, $3, $1, 23%, 28%, 30%. On and on and on and on and on and on. Kodak, right? Obviously, it's up 22%. It wasn't up that much earlier, around about $8 and change. It's up, banging. Man, look, I'm finna go. I'm finna go. Right? Like, I'm finna go. Right? I don't know about y'all, but I'm finna go. I'm finna head on. Right? I'm finna go. Right? Opportunities are there. It's up to us. The opportunities are there. It is up to us. Right? It's up to us. Right? It's up to us. Right? So I just implore you guys, put your best foot forward. Right? Get yourself solid. Right? Get yourself in the game. Right? Figure out ways to what? Get your bags. Right? Get your money. Right? And let the rest, take care of itself. We're here. Meaning we are here. We are here. When I say we are here, meaning we're here for you. Right? We are here for you. Right? Get ready for the stash party. It's stash party time. Matter of fact, I'm going to do this live right now on the air so y'all can see how we sitting there making. Also, here comes some other money. Here comes some free money. Free money. All right? Free money. All right? Let me do this right here. Let me show y'all how this works right here. Free money. All right? Y'all finna see this working real time. Free money. Right? Let me do this right here, real time. All right? Let's do this right here in real time. See, I'm finna log on. Y'all see my Emporium right there. I'm going to go out this live stream today on this awesome music, and y'all finna see me make a little money for free. For free. See, I already said claim stock now. Just for signing up, logging on. Let me get mine. I'm in there. Stash. I'm going to close out on this stash. Free money. Ooh, buddy. What he said? Ooh, buddy. I don't know what he said, but it sounds good. Something he said, ooh, money. Party, right? Free money. Shares of Starbucks for free. Free shares of Starbucks. Not the full share, but what? Fractional. That's why it says what? Fractional, right? Read the fine print. Read the fine print. But it's free. I'm going to leave out on this right here. People just sitting around could be making this money right now. They're trying to convince themselves why they don't want to learn this, how they can't benefit from it. They're trying to make excuses. Just like that. Just like that. Let that marinate for a moment. Let that marinate for a moment. Right? Let it marinate. Let that gravy percolate. Look at that thing still growing. Them opportunities in that sending people to it. So this might get up to a good amount, but we might have a good little payout. Y'all get it, man. Y'all get it. Y'all get the picture, right? Y'all get the picture. Y'all get the picture. Yeah, you can get apps in over there in Europe. Ciziz, I think I'm saying it right. Yeah, you should be able to subscribe if I ain't mistaken. I think they have access to European marketplace. Just Google Stash. It's the Stash account. Matter of fact, our sister just dropped her link in the description or in the chat here. You go click on her Stash link up there, and yeah, sign up under it. Right? If you can't find hers, go down and look at my description box. Y'all know I always put some good information down in my description box that you guys can always come back and look at later. Right? Go down and look at my description box. I have my link down there. Right? Click that link. It'll take you right over to Stash. It'll show you exactly what to do to sign up. Cost you nothing. Right? If you fund it, with about 5 or 10, 20 bucks, they're going to give you about 5 or 20 bucks. They're going to give you free money just for signing up. Literally, free money. They're going to give you free money just for signing up. Couldn't make this stuff up. These brokers be giving away free money, and our people sitting on the sideline trying to make excuses why they don't want it. Couldn't make this stuff up. These people giving away free stocks, free money, and the excuses is, man, I don't want to even put my information out there like that. What? What information? What you got so secretive that the government ain't already got? Man, people be killing me. I be laughing. But I'm like, man, I know what's understanding. I know what's going on, right? I know exactly what's going on, right? I know what's going on. People are allergic to opportunity. People are allergic to opportunity. They are allergic to opportunity. Allergic to opportunity. Allergic to opportunity. Allergic. You put in money and they're going to give you money on top of it. Couldn't make this stuff up. Couldn't make this stuff up. I mean, that pot just building up. Look at that pot. That's building up. That pot building up over there. Man, look. All right, let me get out of here, man. Let me go eat my late lunch. Right, so I get ready. I got a training session this evening. Thank you guys for tuning in. This is your brother African Emporium. Peace, power, and profit. If you like what what we're doing over here, if you're new, hang out with us. I'm just saying, hang out with us. Right, I'm not gonna even tell you to like, share, and subscribe. I'm just gonna say, hang out with us. How about that? Right, just hang out with us. Right, so we can share ways, opportunities, tangible ways. Not all this talk. We ain't finna be talking over here. We're gonna work. We're gonna show you ways how to find a way to make you some money. How about that? Is that fair? Is that fair? Everything could be back tested. Everything could be what? Fine-tooth comb microscope, back tested, all that. All that could be back tested. Right? Come hang out with us. Right? Peace, power, profit, everybody. Thank y'all for tuning in. Look forward to hanging out with y'all again. Matter of fact, I got to put up a post for the drawing. I know I got behind a So what I think I might do, because it's Thursday, act on the t-shirt drawing for next week for the last t-shirt that we're gonna give away. So y'all have an ample amount of time to kind of get what your submittal in to win that t-shirt for the 1,000 subscriber giveaway like we've been doing, right? So I'm gonna start a post or a community post or a video showing you exactly what to do to be able to win that next t-shirt with our 1,000 subscriber giveaway that we've been doing for the past 2 weeks. So you can win the last one. And so you have time to do it. So we're going to postpone this week's drawing for next week. So you'll have ample time to get in on it. So make sure you stay tuned. Check my community post if I get a chance to post a community post with the details on what to do to enter into the drawing to win the next or the last t-shirt for our 1,000 subscriber giveaway for hitting that mark. Right? So again, thank y'all guys for tuning in. Thank y'all for hanging out with your brother. Thank you for trusting in yourself, not me, but yourself, because that's what's going to help you walk in the wealth. Trusting in yourself. Right? This is one-man army, meaning you go against the market, right? You against the market, right? Let that marinate, right? So peace, power, profit, everybody. See you guys on the next one. And again, y'all guys stay safe out there. Peace, power, profit, everybody. Peace.